Well, welcome viewers. I don't know if any of you are struggling with your bills or your rates or your council bills, electricity bills, water bills, bill after bill after bill. It's getting monotonous and it's causing incredible stress on the lives of people that are trying to manage in Australia when ordinary life became a luxury. Viewers, have you ever noticed that nobody called them luxuries until they quietly disappeared? Family dinner out became birthdays only. Birthdays became every second year. Then the cake just came from the supermarket. Nobody complained, everybody understood. Let's get that straight. Fresh fruit was chosen more carefully, and if there was anything on special, of course, that would be the preference if you could get to the shop in time to get it. The heater worked, but it just stayed off. Cover yourself with a ripped blanket from the Salvation Army. The blanket was there. It was there to be used, and it was used. The holiday brochure remained on the kitchen bench. Had the coffee cup ring on it where it was used as a coaster. Its corner slowly curled up as if to say, yeah, this idea's died. The camping gear stayed packed. Sort of. Nobody wanted to look at that as much as it wanted to be used. The fishing rods gathered another layer of dust and almost became repulsive in the sense of the thought of using them was the cost. They even put a cost on going fishing. Try that one out as a First Nations person paying to go fishing. This government in Australia is completely out of control. When did they own the sea and the fish? The children's excursion note waited beside the kettle. The price in excursions had doubled. The middle to lower class parent couldn't afford that anymore. The luxury was paying the electricity bill. Parents did the maths before signing anything. The dentist became next month. The mechanic became, well, that can wait. The prescription lasted a little longer than it should have. The shoes were repaired instead of replaced. The phone, that can stay cracked. Doesn't matter if I can just see the screen. You cut your finger on the glass. The washing machine became noisier, had to be shaken and hit to work, and it was on quick wash. We know why. The electricity costs. The shopping list became shorter and had on the top, find the specials. Nobody called it poverty. They called it being sensible, being careful, making it work in Australia. And the remarkable slowly became unnecessary. And then the ordinary followed. It almost, wherever possible, became unnecessary. Things like a cafe breakfast, no. A movie, out, no. A weekend away, I think not. Fresh flowers, no thanks. A new pair of work boots before the old ones failed, check Facebook Marketplace. One by one, ordinary comforts crossed an invisible line. Not into extravagance, but into serial, pathological, existential hesitation. It was the children who adapted the quickest. They were taught at a young age, no. They stopped asking. Parents noticed. Grandparents remembered. And years later, people struggled to explain what had actually changed. The politicians didn't seem to struggle, they just seemed to ascend, while the middle to lower class Australians seemed to descend. Mentally, the shelves appeared to be full, but they weren't. Coles brand, Woolies, Audi, Salvation Army. The roads were still open, but the potholes and dysfunctions and defects on the roads were just ignored at the expense of the maintenance of the car. A blown wheel here, another repair there. The lights, well, they still came on, but there was a lot more flickering. And if you didn't turn the light off when it wasn't being used, somebody was going to be in trouble. Yet everyday life in Australia felt increasingly out of reach, particularly for the younger generation. And older people were just pushed to the side. And that's the horror story of Australia's third world decline. For those that are experiencing it, everybody else has just turned a blind eye to it. It's not happening in Australia. Not by what disappeared from the shops. It's not measured by that. Well, it's measured by what quietly disappeared from ordinary Australians and their lives. Australia, for those that are experiencing it, is in third world decline.